you've been in DeFi for any amount of time, you probably love the idea of delta neutral yielding. Getting a yield without having to worry about the volatility of your portfolio going up and down. Even better is to be able to get high yields on your stablecoins. So in this video, we're going to be covering a platform called Overnightfinance that does just that. They allow you to deposit stablecoins and through their methods, through their strategies that they're doing with their smart contracts behind closed doors, they allow you to get a pretty good yield. So in this video, we're going to go through the docs. We're going to go through some of their strategies. I'm going to peel the curtain back. We're going to do a platform walkthrough. And at the end, I'm going to talk about if I would use the platform or not and why. So before I get started, I do have to say none of this is financial advice. These are my own perspectives, research, and opinions, and should be treated as such. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the content, starting with the docs. All right, so here we are getting started. So it says the core products include money markets, encompassing USD plus, DAI plus, wrapped USD plus, USDT plus, ETH plus, wrapped ETH plus, USDC plus, and overnight tokens, enabling users to delve into various yield generating opportunities. They have pools with these tokens and they have insurance. And it says it's important to note that USD plus can allocate part of its portfolio to ETFs, thus giving its users exposure to delta neutral yield. And it says here at the core of Overnight is the concept of stablecoin based DeFi. The platform introduces stablecoins like USD plus, DAI plus, we already named them, that are designed to maintain a stable value relative to their underlying assets. These stablecoins serve as foundational building blocks for users to access various opportunities within the DeFi landscape. It says Overnightfinance is a protocol focusing on asset management with a specialization in neutral risk strategies. At the heart of the product line is USD plus, which is a yield-driven stablecoin fully backed by collateral. The collateral for USD Plus is rooted in DeFi strategies that generate returns. These strategies encompass lending to platforms like Aave and include both stablecoin to stablecoin and neutral risk strategies. So let's go through some of the key features and benefits. So it says stability and predictability. It says Overnight provides users with stablecoins that are pegged to trusted assets, offering stability and predictability in an otherwise volatile market. This stability enables users to plan and manage their financial strategies with confidence. Enhanced yield generation. Through various strategies and integration with other protocols, Overnight empowers users to earn enhanced yields on their assets. The platform leverages innovative mechanisms like the portfolio manager and mark-to-market, which we'll cover, optimizing yield generation and profitability. Efficient asset management. It says Overnight provides users with seamless and user-friendly interface for optimizing their asset holdings. Utilizing advanced smart contract technology, the portfolio manager ensures a balanced and strategic investment approach with risk management at its core. It says portfolio manager only invests on protocols that are considered top tier with sufficient due diligence. And it says security is a top priority for Overnight. We're going to cover their audit later. It says they implement robust safety mechanisms, undergoes regular audits, and follows the best security practices to safeguard user funds. And then community-driven governance. So they are a DAO where, you get to vote based on the OVN tokens and all that. We'll cover that too. And if we go to DeFi Llama, you can see that they have $85 million in total value locked. They've been healthily growing. They were around in 2023. One of our members within our community actually told me about this project, so I dove into it. And you can see they kind of went parabolic this year. All right, going into Overnight assets, it says with Overnight, managing stablecoin cash becomes remarkably simpler and hassle-free. Overnight tokens are rebase tokens fully collateralized with assets that can be instantly converted into USDC. A rebase token can experience profit, positive rebase, when the collateral value exceeds 100%, and loss, negative rebase, when the collateral value falls below 100%. Please note that you assume the risk of all protocols in the collateral. Profit payouts occur through daily rebasing, providing transparent balance and profit and loss visibility. So let's go through the characteristics. It says yield generating stablecoins fully collateralized with yield generating DeFi assets with USD plus, pegged USDC, DAI, plus pegged to DAI, etc., etc. It's a DeFi equivalent of a money market fund, boasting a highly conservative and liquid portfolio with a daily yield of 1 to 5 basis points and profits distributed daily. It's fully decentralized, and it says there are many ways one can manage stablecoin cash, but with Overnight, you can avoid in-depth market research and active trading, steer clear of monitoring and dealing with numerous DeFi protocols, and eliminate the need for manual minting and redeeming. So let's dive into the USD Plus. So this is a risk-minimized USDC pegged crypto asset backed by an underlying basket of USD stablecoins. So it's the main token of the protocol. It's the ERC20 token. It's a rebase token, and it's fully collateralized with assets that can be instantly converted to USDC. And it says the pegging mechanism is based on the NAV, or net asset value, i.e. market value of assets equals to the amount of USD plus in circulation. This is achieved by conservative risk management that aims to avoid daily losses by building a diversified portfolio of highly conservative DeFi investments. So probably holding some ETH in there. And daily distribution of profits in the form of a rebase USD plus holders. All yield collected by the USD plus reserves are distributed to USD plus holders directly by increasing their wallet balance once a day, right? And it's the same for USDC plus, right? It's literally the same exact verbiage. Same for all of these. All right, let's go into use cases. So what would you use this? Like, what strategies are you trying to deploy? What goals are you trying to achieve here? So it says USD Plus solves these problems for 3 distinct group of stakeholders or investors. So it says it solves it for fiat investors. So it says USD Plus solves for easy access to a superior yield generation with minimum risk and maximum liquidity. For the crypto community, it simplifies stablecoin cash management and opportunistic and non-core activity that can be time-consuming and costly, and for automated market makers, which I think is really cool. So it says USD Plus provides an opportunity to earn a yield on massive amounts of liquidity locked in protocols like SushiSwap and Uniswap, liquidity that's currently not generating any yield for them. So let's elaborate. For fiat, it says an online broker, aka Robinhood, lets clientele buy USD Plus from its app as a high yield alternative to the money market fund. A neobank, aka Revolt, builds a savings account with the rate linked to overnight yield. And a qualified investor invests in registered/regulated fund in a respectable jurisdiction, e.g. Switzerland, Singapore, and the Netherlands, that holds USD Plus. Now, I don't know if they're saying that Robinhood and neobank, is holding this. I doubt it. Maybe they're just giving an example, but that's not too clear. So team, if you're watching this, please elaborate in the comments. For the crypto community, a solid alternative for low-risk users who are still on the lookout for yields in DeFi, people who are exiting ETH into a stablecoin, they want to get a yield, right? That's self-explanatory. And then for AMMs, we kind of already dove into that. They're not saying anything really different here. And then they have their FAQ section where they pretty much try to answer all the questions they think you would ask. What is USD Plus? What is a rebase token? How does it work? What is OVN token, which is their utility token? What is insurance? What are bribes? And they have user guides on how to swap, which is pretty cool. How to zap in, which is pretty self-explanatory if you've been in DeFi for a while, and how to swipe and what swiping is. So basically with a single click, Swipe simplifies the process of investing your stablecoins into Overnight's rebase token USD Plus. The seamless integration empowers users to maximize their yield generation potential, ensuring that their assets don't sleep but earn actively instead of merely holding on to a variety of stablecoins in their connected wallet. Now let's go over some of their advanced features. So minting, you can swap USD Plus for USDC, pretty much just like swapping USDC for Tether on Uniswap. How to redeem, the payouts, talks about the fees. So it says the fee in line with stable to stable conversion fees on most protocols is 0.04 and is applied to each trade, but some protocol pools can be higher and may have exit fees. The fee goes to the overnight collateral pool and serves to compensate existing USD Plus holders for accumulated but not yet paid out daily profit and loss, which is typically in the range of 1 to 5 bips per day. If you don't know what basis points are, 100 basis points is 1%. So 1 to 5 basis points is 0.01 to 0.05%. And it says it also makes flash loan attacks on the protocol economically impractical. As USD Plus grows in TVL, a management fee will be retained from USD Plus yield on a daily basis. So strategies, these are talking about their principles, which is risk over return, right? They're worried about maintenance versus growth, which is important. So selecting the assets in their target weights that should allow to avoid losses on a daily investment horizon rather than generate extraordinary yield, meaning less risk for a sensible and sustainable yield. Asset classes, specific instruments, and their weight in the portfolio are predetermined and public. Overnight is designed to follow the investment charter at the code level and putting holders in control. So it says some modifications to the investment charter can take place as market conditions evolve and new opportunities, including new protocols, emerge. In such situations, USD Plus holders are informed in advance, leaving ample time to redeem their holdings in case they are not comfortable with modifications. And it says it deploys multiple investment strategies that can be broadly classified as stablecoin deposits into lending protocols, stable to stable liquidity pools, which is like going on Uniswap and providing liquidity for Tether and USDC in a tight range, and ETSES, which is delta neutral strategies developed by Overnight. And that's a case of, borrowing, farming, etc., etc. All right, so let's go into their SMM strategy, stablecoin market maker strategy. And guys, if you want to learn how to deploy professional market making strategies just like market makers, click the link in the description, book a free strategy session. You get access to our 14-hour course, which covers every strategy you can think of. You get access to a world-class community of coaches and members, all who have each other's best interests and who are advanced farmers. Our buy and sell calls, as well as our yield hunter tool that finds the top pools in DeFi in real time. So basically what they're saying that they do here, like I just said, is they provide liquidity in the pool with a precision minimal commission of 0.01, tailored for stablecoin pools, and they're providing liquidity within a minimum tick width of 1. Yeah, like I said, they're providing liquidity for stablecoins in an extremely tight range. You don't have to worry about too much impermanent loss because stablecoins are meant to be at $1. Sometimes they fluctuate, and when they do, they get to profit off of that. And they talk about everything that goes into that. And then they talk about their ETS, their delta neutral exchange traded strategies. So it says here, exchange traded strategies are structured ERC20 products that involve leveraging a collateralized debt position such as DAI lent on Aave to borrow a volatile asset like wrapped ETH. This volatile asset is then paired with a stablecoin to provide stable to crypto liquidity, example wrapped ETH DAI, on an automated market maker like Uniswap v3. This approach allows for earning a high annual percentage yield, APY, and hedging against the volatility of cryptocurrencies. As the crypto asset moves up in price, the value of the debt goes up accordingly. As the crypto asset falls in price, the amount of debt reduces. Thus, the yield received is delta neutral. And it says here, ETSs are exposed to impermanent loss. Thus, ETS is a delta neutral but gamma exposed yield. In order to mitigate the gamma exposure, the position is regularly rebalanced by automated bots that react to delta by, I don't know what BW means, amount of crypto borrowed and LP'd. I think the founders of this project are from another country just because of how they type. But this shows a graph of what they just said. So if you're a visual learner, this can probably help you. Here's all the contract addresses they show here, right, for each chain. Oh, they're even on Blast. That's pretty cool. And then here is their audits. I went through the audits. They look really clean. I would like to see a little more, but 3 is good. And then if we look at their Discord, they have 12,000 members with 700 plus online. And if we look at their Twitter, 23.5 thousand followers. And they joined September 2021. Let's see how their engagement is. Not bad. 76 comments, 295 likes, 273 retweets on that one. Interaction's pretty good. Pretty good. I like that. That's pretty good. All right. So for those of you who stuck around, let's do a platform walkthrough, go through some of their pools so you can see how the strategies look. And at the end, I'm going to talk about if I would use overnight finance or not and why. So here we are. Pretty cool looking website. Talk about the features, total value locked, how it's spread across each chain, audits. The team is docs, which I really like. You can look at their LinkedIns and their Twitters, etc. Right? They're investors, and they have all their products, their audits, and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and launch the app. I'm not going to connect my wallet right now, but you can swap, you can mint, redeem. So if you want to, get some USDC plus and start earning a yield, you can swap it for USDC. And they have their own bridge on here as well. I don't know if I would trust the bridge because I like to use the Stargate bridge, but they've been around for a long time, and hey, they're powered by Axelar, which I made a video on and hold. Very bullish on that project. Seems like more and more projects are using Axelar. All right, so if we go to pools, you see they have some pretty good pools here. These are base pools, so 530% APR, 202, 1000% ETHUSDC on Aerodrome, right? Let's actually filter by APR. USDT, USD plus 7,000%, but the TVL's pretty much at $0. So don't know how that works. DG and USD, not sure what that is. ETH USDC, USD plus 1,551%. That's not bad. So on the OP network on Velodrome, Brett USD plus 1,500%. So they got some pretty good pools on here. I will say. Right, got the volatile pools, you got stable pools, USD plus frac, 76% on stable coins. That's not bad, right? USD plus USD BC, 39%. Not bad, not too shabby. These are their OVN pools. If we click all pools, you can kind of just go through everything here. Looks like they're not showing the APR here, but yeah, you guys kind of get the idea. You click here to look at your actual positions. My wallet's not connected, so it's not going to show anything. You click here to look at stats, average USD plus APY. You can look on each chain. It shows the portfolio that they're doing. I like how they display the data. I will say that. OVN shows the tokenomics, all that stuff. You're into it. I'm not holding OVN token. I don't see myself holding it. It's just way too many other projects I'm bullish on. All right, we made it to the end. My voice is crackling. I recorded 4 videos today. This is my last one. I'm about to go eat. Would I use overnight finance or not, and why? I would use it, but I'm not. And the only reason I'm not, I liked what they're doing. I like the audits. I have nothing bad to say. It's just me. I would rather do the strategy on my own and skip the middleman, not take on extra risk. You know, this is something that I do full time. But for someone who maybe doesn't want to, who maybe wants to take a more hands-off approach, who still wants to get a good yield, I would definitely recommend this project. I like what they're doing. They're pretty transparent with their strategy. They take risk pretty seriously. And they have some pretty high paying pools. They've been battle tested. They've been around since 2022. They survived the whole FTX debacle and came back stronger. So I would recommend it, but I wouldn't use it because the tight range Uniswap v3 stablecoin strategies that they're doing, I can easily do that. I can easily do the delta neutral strategies, but it's confusing for a lot of people. Like I said, we do teach that, but if you're someone who just want to take a hands-off approach, maybe you have a full-time job, maybe you have kids, or you run a business and you just have your attention elsewhere, I would recommend using this, but definitely invest what you're willing to lose, and I wouldn't put it all here. So with that, I'd like to conclude this video. If you got value, I ask that you drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, share with a friend. Other than that, I thank you so much for tuning in. I love every single one of you watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care and trade safe.